Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast. The Great.
What's your grade of week number 2?
It'll pain me, but I'll start simple and say the Cowboys. The Cowboys are just humming along, destroying New York teams, doing us all a favor. But their defense looks incredible. Granted, it's against limited competition, but you can only play who you got to play at the time. And I think they play the Niners like in 3 weeks, so that'll be a great game. But the Cowboys look on top of it right now, almost like too good too soon. You don't want to peak too early, but after 2 weeks and even this week, I mean, they had no trouble with the Jets or Giants.
Yeah, I've been impressed with their defense. I also agree with it. Like sometimes it's hard because like they played Zach Wilson and Daniel Jones, and the Giants team didn't score for the first 6 quarters of the NFL season, which is crazy to think about. And I think like the Cardinals did a really good job of like going for their guy Caleb Williams, taking that game away. I don't understand what happened there anyway. But yeah, I'm with you. I think the Cowboys defense is scary. And for anybody like that has to go up against them, that pass rush with Micah Parsons, that's going to be difficult for any team. Yeah, they're going to be scary going forward.
Yeah, the only question will just be their offense when they actually have to play a team. I mean, the Jets kind of have a good defense, but you just wear down when your offense can't move the ball or put points on it. So when they play a couple good teams, we'll see if Dak Prescott, will gift the other team 17 points like he seems to do.
Yeah, I agree. I went with Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens. He is looking good. This past week, he went up obviously against the division rival and the Bengals. The Bengals defense kind of iffy right now, but I still want to give Lamar his props. He was 24 of 33, over 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a QBR of 82 and a QB rating of 112. They were 9 and 14 on third downs. And Odell left that game, but he had a couple of really good passes. Like, that's what we want to see in Lamar is like, can he become a passer? I still think could we cut back on the running a little bit just because I don't want to see him get injured. But he had one to a sidearm pass that you're used to like Mahomes or Stafford making. That was pretty impressive. He also had a pass to Flowers that was like on point in the middle of the field. I thought he got tackled, but it could have been a touchdown. And then another one to Nelson Aguilar, which I thought was pretty impressive, that touchdown pass he threw to him. So I want to give him his props because week 1 didn't look that great, but this week they definitely opened up the passing game and he looked like he can handle it.
Yeah, they need to. I think it helped having Mark Andrews back, someone in the middle of the field again. And that's kind of like his bread and butter, his MVP year. He was throwing it inside, and they kind of went away from that. So I'm hoping with Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, if he can stay healthy, like because that deep pass is like vintage Lamar Jackson, because it's right down the middle of the field. Like he seems to, minus the nice fade he threw to Aguilar on that one, but usually his nice passes are to the middle of the field. So if they can keep that humming, and I agree. Like I was watching a lot of that game because I have Lamar on one of my fantasy teams, and as he's running, I'm like, please just get down. I don't want.
Yeah,
because he's another guy. He's not too big.
No.
So, run out of bounds. But I agree, he had a really great game.
Yeah, look good. Any other greats?
You kind of mentioned it. I would just say the Cardinals tanking that game after being up so much. Like you can't ask for more than being up like 28-7 or whatever they were. They were just destroying them, and Josh Dobbs is running over people for touchdowns, and I was like, what is happening? And then they did their job, kept the fans happy, and then blow it at the end.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll just add another quick honorable mention one that I was thinking. The Steelers defense I think they scored 2 touchdowns. You talk about the Cowboys defense, like the Steelers defense right now has very little offense to work with, and somehow it's like putting up more points than the offenses. This was a stat that's crazy. So the Steelers entered the fourth quarter trailing the Browns by 3 points, and the Pittsburgh offense generated negative 7 yards of offense in that frame. And they won the game somehow, and that's because of their defense.
Talk about preseason lying to your eyes when it comes to how the Steelers looked offensively.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay. Any other greats?
No.
Okay. Let's go to the good. What's your good?
Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.